Started. I'm Preethi here. I'll be the instructor for this complete course. I have almost 16 plus years of experience into IT, worked with the different tools and technologies, played different roles, and worked in DevOps from almost 9 years. I'll be teaching the course relating to the scenarios through live projects, and that will help you to work in your projects and clear the interviews, right? I have curated this course with all my experience, putting the a real scenario, so that helps students to clear their interviews and also they can work on any projects confidently. That's the agenda of this course. So let me talk about this training in detail. This training is for 2 months. It will be 1.5 hours daily from Monday to Friday. And this will help you like with all the real scenarios. It would be 95% of the things are hands-on. Like hands-on is mandatory for DevOps. Like just listening or learning, reading the theory wouldn't work. So you have to do the hands-on. So we will be doing the lab setup and do the scenarios practically. That's how you learn the things over here. So I'll explain you the agenda of this course, like why DevOps came in, who should learn it, what is the different tool stack, and what are the day-to-day activities and the difference between the buzzwords we are hearing like DevOps, DevSecOps and all. So that's a brief agenda I'll be giving here today. From tomorrow onwards, actual classes begin. So let's get started going through the high-level picture of the course and the agenda of this course. Let's get started. So why DevOps came in? What is DevOps? How DevOps is implemented? That is with the hands-on we'll see from tomorrow. DevOps tool stack is what we'll be discussing today. Who should learn DevOps? This is most frequently asked question, so we'll be covering it. And day-to-day activities of a DevOps engineer and the differences between DevOps, DevSecOps, and SRE. So let's get started with these topics. First, let's talk about why DevOps came in. DevOps came in to eliminate the challenges between the different traditional methodologies like waterfall methodology. This methodology served the industry for decades, right? But it faced many challenges to both development teams and operations teams. It has got posed a lot of challenges. So to eliminate those challenges, DevOps came in. We will deep dive into what are the challenges DevOps can overcome and all in the regular classes, which starts from tomorrow. Today, I'm trying to give you the very high level picture, and also it helps in faster deployments. Like suppose some feature is developed today. We are able to deliver it in a minute or in an hour to end users or into production, right? That's how the deployments were faster with the DevOps approach. How exactly it is, we will learn that with a hands-on from the next class, from once we start the regular classes. But yes, it helps in faster deployments. It helps in eliminating the challenges posed by the software traditional methodologies. It helps in better collaboration, right? Better collaboration between dev team, ops team, and testing team. Earlier, these teams used to work in silos. Silos meaning development team doesn't understand challenges of ops team doesn't understand challenges of other teams, and vice versa. They are working in silos. But now with the DevOps, they were working as a single team with a proper collaboration. It doesn't mean that DevOps person will go and write the code. There will be separate development team, there will be separate testing team, separate DevOps team. Each have their own roles defined, right? So, but the proper collaboration is important because they are working in a methodology. DevOps is a methodology. It's a process. So they're working in the same methodology. So they should know where where their code is going into, how their code is built, what is the process that's going to be, how the pipelines are built. So this helps in proper collaboration and proper understanding between the teams. That's what DevOps does. So in high level, you can say it will eliminate the challenges posed by the traditional methodologies. It makes the deployments faster. It makes the collaboration better. These are the advantages of DevOps. I mean, these are the things which will be overcome by DevOps. That's why DevOps came in. Any questions from anyone at this point? Anyone would like to share any thoughts on this? Some of you might be already working into it. Some of you might be new. Again, I would like to tell you this course is designed for anyone. whoever interested to learn DevOps. Means I'll be covering every topic from the basics till advanced concepts so that you will master every topic and that's how you gain confidence. Right? So every topic will be dealt in the same way from the very basics till advanced concepts so that you could implement them in your project tomorrow. You could clear any questions you face in interview on that particular topic. That's how each and every topic is focused on. Right. So that now we understood like, okay, why DevOps came in. Let's talk about what is DevOps. Uh, Theoretically, it's about continuous development, continuous testing, continuous integration, continuous deployment, and continuous monitoring is called DevOps. And this is nothing but CI/CD. The term continuous is important. What does it mean? It means that developers will keep on writing the code. Testing team will keep on writing the test cases, automated test cases. And whenever developer write a new code, that will be merged into the system. Means integration continuously, any code changes made by developers will be integrated into the system. It would be deployed into production. Of course, it would be deployed first into the lower environments, then into the higher environment. That's how it would be deployed and then monitored. So this process is called DevOps. Means from the desk of a developer till it reaches the production table, the whole concept, the whole process is automated. Let me show you. Let's say this is the desk of a developer. From the desk of a developer till it reaches the production table, the whole process is automated. Whatever process involved here, whatever tools involved here, right? This is nothing but DevOps. This is CI/CD. Right? Development team is still there. They'll write the code. Once it is written, how do you deploy it to production automatically? Of course, by deploying into lower environments, then to the higher environments, everything automatically without manual intervention. So that is what is DevOps. Right. So in this process, okay, this is the process, right? But what is exactly involved here? Continuous development means developers will keep on writing the code. Continuous testing, testers will keep on writing the test cases. So we would integrate them, means these test cases would be executed in the pipeline itself, integrated into the system, okay, and deployed, continuous deployment, and then continuous monitoring. This is what is DevOps. Of course, how is that possible? By implementing different DevOps strategies, tools, and automation. Right? What are those DevOps strategies? What are the strategies implemented? What are the tools implemented? How do you integrate different tools into it? Right? How do you automate 24/7? All of this is what and comes under implementation, which we are going to start from tomorrow. Like tomorrow onwards, regular class begins. We will deep dive into what is what are the challenges. Tomorrow, the deep dive would be on like what are the challenges faced by traditional methodologies, like how deployments become faster, like what is meant by better collaboration. We'll deep dive into every part of this. Again, we will focus tomorrow on the first class, and that's how it goes. Hope you got an overview or a high level picture of what is DevOps, why DevOps came in. Am I clear for all of you? A thumbs up will help me. Good to go. Thank you, Sheikh, for confirming. Thank you all for confirming. Let me move to the next slide. So yeah, there comes the tool stack. Just now we were talking about we'll be using tools to integrate and all, right? What are the different tools we are going to use? Here, tools are categorized. See here, like version control systems, build automation tools, continuous integration tools, containerization tools, container orchestrator tools, infrastructure provisioning tools, configuration management, and continuous monitoring tools. Tools were categorized as such. Under each tool, again, there were so many tools. Under each category, there were again many tools. Under version control systems, you have Git, SVN, TFS, Perforce, and so on. Under build automation tools, Maven and Gradle and so on. Same is the case for every category. Under each category, learning one tool and expertising one tool is what is needed. You don't need to learn each and every tool under category. Expertise, master one tool under each category. That's what I'm covering in this course. I'm covering Git under version control systems. If you learn Git, you can work on any other tool very easily because they follow the same concepts and same analogy. The same is expected from companies. Like interviewers look for knowledge or expertise in one tool under the category. It may be any tool under category. They are not stringent about a particular tool because they know like if they work on one tool, they can work on similar tools. Also, tools are evolving day by day. So mastering one tool is very much more than enough. That's what I'm covering here, Git. Of course, I'm also covering the more widely used tools under each category, the market leaders, so that you see them, you see more projects on them as well. So I'm covering Git here, build automation tool Maven, continuous integration tool Jenkins, containerization tool is Docker. Of course, Docker Compose is not a tool under same category. It's an add-on for Docker. This is also covered. Kubernetes, Docker Swarm are also covered. Terraform, Ansible, Prometheus. Again, some of them are not listed here, like Argo CD, GitOps tool, JFrog will be covered, right? Those are also the tools which are covered. And these tools will be covered, like we will be covering the main core, the focus is DevOps, means we will learn DevOps here, and after completion of the course, you will be able to implement DevOps on-prem or any cloud platform. As an example of cloud, I'm covering AWS. Like I told you again, if you learn AWS, any other cloud you can switch easily. It's not expected you should learn all the clouds. Learning one cloud is enough. That's what companies are looking for. Interviewers look for if you have knowledge on one cloud. Here again, I'm telling you the focus is DevOps. As we cover the DevOps concepts and the DevOps strategies, we know we need some platforms and all. That's where AWS comes in. And also Linux basics will be covered because majority of the tools need Linux. So we'll be covering Linux basics as well. If you are completely new to Linux also, you need not worry. Everything will be dealt from the basics till the advanced part. So this is the brief course content. Again, you have the content on our website as well. Here is the link. This presentation will be shared with you. Also, this website is there, preethi.devops.com. Here is the course content. Any questions in this part from anyone? Any questions you have regarding these tools? All good? Appreciate your quick responses. I got responses from some of you. Thank you all whoever confirmed. How about others? Please be active and attentive. Sessions with interaction will help more and make the sessions interesting. Thank you all for confirming. Right. So then comes like, let's talk about who should learn DevOps. This is more, again, very most frequent question. Can I learn DevOps? Can I become a DevOps engineer? Like I told you, once developer writes the code, once he's ready with the code, okay, how to take it to production table. If you know this process of automation, like developer wrote the code, right? He handed over the code, you need to take the code to production table. So how do you take it? By including DevOps strategies, DevOps tools, DevOps methodologies, and through automation, right? If you know this process of automation, you can become a DevOps engineer. So who should learn it? See, these are all the different roles who can learn DevOps, like developers. Developers, when understand DevOps, what is the advantage? Why they should learn DevOps? First thing, they can integrate their code confidently into the CI/CD pipelines, right? If they know DevOps, they are no confident. They have confidence about how their code progressing into what is the next stages their code will go through. Right. Also, they can troubleshoot the builds and deployments quickly because in some projects, development team, they themselves create their own pipelines. So that way they'll help. And also nowadays, the way the application handover changed. Earlier, they used to hand over the artifact directly. But now they are handing over in the form of Docker container. So even though you don't want to become a DevOps engineer, if you want to be a continuous developer also, you should know DevOps because that's a methodology, right? Everyone should know the methodology. If you're working in DevOps methodology, yes, you should know like what is DevOps. Also, this will help in reduce the time to market. Developers are writing a new code. Their should reach a production table automatically, right? So if they know this process, the DevOps tools and the way they hand over the application change with DevOps. So if they know these tools, the time to market will be reduced. So that's how DevOps developers are involved, or developers should learn DevOps even though you want to switch your career or not, right? Let's say you don't want to switch your career, you want to continue as developer. Even then, you should learn DevOps. Am I making sense? Any developers here? By the way, any developers? If so, is this making sense? Or any more questions there? Feel free to respond and let's see how many developers we have. I see one hand raised from Pranchal. So are you a developer, Pranchal? That's all, no more developers. Okay, Rakesh, we have two people. Any more? Any more hand raise? Please raise your hand, whoever are developers would like to have a look. Okay, so similarly, testers. Why testers should learn DevOps? Again, the same reason, like the handover, the test cases are automated, right? They were writing test cases which would be automated in the pipeline. Also, shift left testing is implemented. What is meant by shift left testing? Shift left testing means including testing at the early stages is very important. Means DevOps testers who know DevOps can integrate their test case into CI pipelines, automate tests for faster feedback, detects defects early and reduce the bug leakage, right? Testing or bugs identified at the early stages is very much economical. See, like I told you, right, your pipeline will have these stages. Continuous development means code will be integrated. Continuous testing means test cases will be executed through the pipeline. Tester's job is to write test cases and DevOps team will integrate into the pipeline. Like I told you, there are different projects. In some projects, developers, testers, they themselves integrate and create their pipelines, integrate their test case into the pipelines. So if that is the project you are falling into, like develop, if you are a tester and if you are working in such a project where they themselves automate, integrate their test cases, yes, you should know DevOps, right? Also, even though you want to continue as a tester, because you are working in such a methodology, it's important. Also, if something is broken from testing end, let's say some test cases are not at all triggered, that would be again sent to testers, right? So how builds are triggered, how automation testing happens, all of that testers should learn. So that's how testers are also related, right? Also, DevOps aware testers are in demand. If testers have awareness into DevOps, that is having a good demand. Let me tell you, when I'm talking about this, I would like to point here different types of projects we see. There are different types of projects we come across, like a project one, like let's say this one type of project where there'll be a development team who write the code, who will also create their own pipelines. They'll create their own CI/CD pipelines, right? Then what is DevOps team does here? If something is broken, if something is gone wrong, so they will raise a ticket for DevOps. This is called DevOps support, right? Everything they are creating, but DevOps, if something goes wrong, they'll raise a ticket to DevOps. That's one sort of projects. There are different type of projects in the market, or there'll be some other project, some other type of project like project two, where developers will just write the code. Okay, DevOps team, this is called core DevOps team. They will create the pipelines, right? They will create the CI/CD pipelines, everything from scratch. This is another sort of means for every project, there'll be DevOps team as well. This is another type of project. There'll be another third type of project where this is all from my personal experience. I have worked on all these three types of projects. Project three, where there'll be multiple teams. Okay, team one, team two, team three, and so on, development teams. Okay, every team, all these three teams will have only one centralized DevOps team. particularly for startup companies. There'll be one centralized DevOps team who will support multiple projects, particularly in startups. You see, definitely DevOps here, they like it would be like a very hectic, challenging because they have to support multiple projects. But you will learn many things here because you will do everything from scratch. The scope of learning is great. These are the different types, some of the examples I have given so that you can relate. That's why if you want to become a DevOps engineer or if you want to still continue in your role, everyone should learn DevOps because that's a methodology. Hope that's making sense. Am I clear? So that's how developers are related, testers are related, even system administrators. Whatever you have done till now, you might be doing them manually, but now you are going to automate it. Like let's say as an administrator, you are installing a package on 100 servers. Now you will automate that with Ansible. So even system administrators should learn. Even the environment has moved to cloud, how to automate it with Terraform, how to provision the infrastructure with Terraform. That's how even administrators are involved in network admins. Let's say again you are network admin for on-prem servers or whatever. Now you need to know the networking components on cloud. Similarly, security professionals, security stages are included in the CI/CD pipelines. Like code scanning is automated, image scanning is automated, security is integrated into the pipelines. So even security professionals should learn it. Project managers, you might be a project manager working with the different traditional approaches. But now the project is on DevOps. Project managers with the technical knowledge will be a great strength so that they can guide the teams properly, right? To achieve better results and release the products in the timelines. So definitely project managers should know it. IT support and service teams. That's what is support I'm talking about. DevOps support is also there. You might be supporting the projects in traditional methodologies till now, but now everything is into DevOps methodology. Obviously, you should know the CI/CD pipelines, the tools, strategies to support it, right? So that's how even support and service teams are engaged. Correct? So whether you fall into core DevOps team or DevOps support or a centralized DevOps team, you should understand that by reading the job description. If job description is not helping you, talk to the interviewer. When you sit for the interview, talk to the interviewer, try to understand the project more, understand your role more. That's how you understand what exactly the job description or the role you are going for. Am I making sense? Any questions from anyone? Any confusions? Anything you would like to add or any thoughts? Appreciate your interaction. Thank you all for confirming. I see thumbs up. I want responses and interaction from everyone. The session should be live and interactive. Okay, hope that is clear for everyone. Thank you all for confirming. So these are the, like, that's how everyone fits in here. Because this is the most frequently asked question from the students. Can I learn DevOps? Am I eligible? Hope this is clear. Similarly, I would like to add another category, freshers. Definitely, freshers should also learn DevOps. When you go into the projects, you will see the DevOps projects. Nowadays, almost 90% of the companies are trying to implement it. In couple of years, almost every company will get into DevOps. So it's very important you should learn it. That's the first reason. Second reason is if you know these tools and technologies, right, companies would definitely prefer you. This will help you add weightage to your resume and you will stand out in the crowd because they don't need to spend additional time and effort and their budget on training you if you already know these tools. That's how freshers have edge learning these tools. Okay. Hope this is clear for everyone now. So what are the day-to-day activities? Day-to-day activities, you will see them like with the hands-on every day once we get into the course. Before that, okay, there is a question hand raised from Rakesh and Pranchal. Let me. Yeah, you can unmute yourself. Any questions from you guys?
Sorry, Preethi, it was by mistake. Sorry.
Okay, it's okay, no problem. So coming to the day-to-day activities, right? So like I said, we'll be seeing them practically with hands-on once we start the course. But here I would like to give you some understanding, like What are the day-to-day activities? First one is CI/CD pipeline management. So we would be creating pipelines, or sometimes, like I told you, developer team might be creating the pipelines. We would be working on fixing them, broken pipelines, or enhancing them, adding different stages to the pipelines. Basically, maintaining and optimizing these pipelines, which would be the pipelines with the Jenkins, and where different tools might be integrated into. Right. Also monitoring pipeline health, fix the failed builds, broken pipelines, and improve the automation flow, make the pipelines optimized. Sometimes pipeline may be taking more time. You want to optimize it. So how do you do that? Right. All of that will be helping here. And then infrastructure as a code concept. Infrastructure as a code is we will be creating our infrastructure with a Terraform. So how do you manage your Terraform configurations? How do you provision the infrastructure? How do you replicate it? Let's suppose you have a created infrastructure in dev. You need to create it prod. So that would be again a task for DevOps engineer, or else creating the infra from scratch, managing it, modifying it, building it, right? Replicating it, scaling it. All of that are the tasks of DevOps engineer. How do you get these tasks? Like it might be a broken pipeline, so it might be a support ticket raised by development teams, or else it might be a ticket raised by product teams. Like product teams, if they want to have infrastructure created, they will be creating a sprint story. So DevOps team will have the sprints, right? So these stories will be stories or tickets. You will get it in the sprint as per the priority. Will prioritize those tickets or those tasks, and if any redundant one, or if we have more one, we'll put it in the backlog, we'll take it in the next sprint. That's how it goes on. Prioritizing the tasks in each sprint, it will happen in the sprint planning. That's how we get the different tasks. Hope that is clear for all of you. Some of them are like pipeline management, some of them related to infrastructure, some of them related to configuration or environment management. Means, let's suppose, okay, infrastructure is there. You want to install like a package on 100 servers, right? That comes under configuration management or infra management, right? So, okay, let me just give one example, write one example here so that you would get registered more. So like maintaining or optimizing the pipelines, CI/CD pipelines, or managing the infra. Managing means it's again huge. Creating, modifying, replicating, scaling, all of them comes in. So Terraform is used here. Pipelines would be in the Jenkins. Again, of course, those pipelines would be in integration with the Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, and so on. So configuration management can be done with Ansible. Containerization and orchestration, like you might be getting a task to containerize your application. Developers will write the code and you need to containerize it, right? By writing a Docker file, creating a Docker image. So Docker comes in, or orchestrating those containers comes with Kubernetes, right? So that's where Kubernetes comes in. Maybe you might be asked to create a Kubernetes cluster for deploying their applications on high availability, or you might be asked to auto scale their application on Kubernetes cluster, right? These are all the different tasks you have. Again, in Kubernetes, there is a AWS managed services like EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service. Monitoring and logging and alerting, like let's suppose, okay, everything is deployed and good, you want to monitor them. So for monitoring, some tools like Prometheus, and alerting, right? You might be sending an alert if something is broken, or if disk space is full, you want to trigger an alert, right? So Prometheus comes in. Incident and problem management, like I told you, right? It could be all support as well. If something is broken, okay, they'll raise a support tickets if they need some help, right? Or else if something is broken in the production, it might be an incident, right? So these are the different day-to-day activities. Is that everyone falls into support and incident management? No, it depends. If you are into support, if you are into DevOps support, yes, you fall in here, right? So it depends on the project design and how it is. But these are all could be your DevOps day-to-day activities. And I have given a high level picture of them. We will be executing many of the day-to-day activities as our hands-on labs. Does Prometheus similar to Dynatrace, says Rakesh? Yes, both are monitoring tools, Rakesh. Yes, each have got their own pros and cons. Any more questions? Snowflake will not be covered here, Sarangi. Here, the DevOps services will be covered, which are relevant and which are mostly used for DevOps. The main focus is DevOps. So these are the day-to-day activities, and we'll be, like I told you, like for every tool, if you take Docker, we have almost 8 sessions on Docker, Kubernetes, 10 sessions, and so on. That's how we will deep dive into it. Let me take you to the course content at this point. Okay, first, let me talk about go to preethidevops.com, right? Also, you might be having a question about the duration of the course, how we are covering it, the lab setup. Okay, let me take you through this part now. Go to preethidevops.com, right? And here, create a free account. Go here and go for create a free account with your Gmail. I have already created, so I'm shown as login. Just create a free account with your Gmail, right? It just takes 1 or 2 minutes. Create a free account and log in. Once you log in, you should be seeing here my learnings. Go to live classes. Okay, once you log in, go to live classes. In the live classes, you will be seeing here LMS trial access, right? LMS is learning management system. This learning management system is curated with a huge material, lot of content, which will help you do the hands-on. So you can get a trial access, a limited access, everyone can get this. So click this and go for the trial access. I have the access already. So once you get the access, you can go from my learnings as well. Once you go here, you will see the batch here. Okay, the new batch. So just go to that view program. You will see here the LMS. So if you see the every day class recordings will be updated here. Today we are talking about the demo, right? The high level picture. Even that recording will be posted here, right? So this is how you have everyday class recordings posted here. And from next day onwards, like from Git onwards, hands-on begins, right? So again, the class recording. And along with that, that particular day's lab assignments, quiz for a particular day, interview questions, everything are given on the daily basis. Like here you can see, like first, if you go to the lab assignment, including the steps, everything is there so that will help you do the hands-on. We have created this with our experience where students are having challenges. Right, this hands-on will, this documents will help you do a smooth hands-on, without which you may be struggling searching for the commands, the steps, which may take more time out of your busy schedule. You may not give that time for hands-on. But these documents, these material which we have curated and which we have created will help you do your hands-on very quickly. Similarly, quiz, so that you can register, you can validate your learnings on regular basis. Right, we'll get the results. We'll also keep watch on the track your performance. You can also see your score and retake the quiz. And also interview questions. Like interview questions relevant to the particular day, as well as they were categorized as beginner level, intermediate level, advanced, and scenario based. This is how you have interview questions for every tool. Right, this will help you clear interviews. This interview questions has got a very good feedback, because these are not just dumped from an interview from an internet. These are created by me with my personal experience and from the students who have attended the interviews. This interview, this particular part will help you clear. Let's say you have an interview scheduled within 2 days. You can go through this and revise the concepts, and that makes your interview preparation easy. Right, you have a tool wise as well. If you go to this LMS, you see the particular day wise. Here from day wise you can go, or else if you go to the website, you have tool wise as well. Interview questions, lab material, everything tool wise you have. If you just go to Jenkins, these are all interview questions right? For different experience levels. So that's how it is. And let me go to the home. Sorry, live classes. Go to live class. See here, lab notes. Okay. If you want to do the complete hands-on all together without day-wise, you have that as well, right? So you have all of them documented here as well. Okay, the demo. Okay, this is all trial access. Here are the things. And this is the syllabus as well. You can go through. This course content is designed with a proper planning, keeping in mind what are the industry needs, right? What does the concepts used in industry? What are the things you see in your projects so that you can confidently work in your projects after this course. Also, like I told you, the main agenda is you can clear the interviews as well. So keeping these two things in mind, the course content is designed. That's how the topics are planned. If you go through the topics, you can see here the detailed topics. Also, like I told you, JFrog, Argo CD have to be included here. Actually, those are covered in the course, but not included on this page. We'll include them as well. Right? So this is all about the notes, the quiz, and the support. And here, again, apart from all of this, still if you need support, if you are stuck up with the hands-on, you'll be added to a separate private WhatsApp group once you are enrolled, right? You will have a support where you can post the screenshots with errors, and that's how you'll get a support in WhatsApp. That is the additional support you will also get along with this course. Any questions in this part from anyone? This is the LMS, which is having lot of content curated for the quick learning for the participants. This will help you complete your course within 2 months and start showcasing your resume within 2 months. With a structured planning and design, that is possible. That's how all of this course content will help you with. All the links were shared in the Zoom. You can check it. Dynatrace is not covered. Check. I'm covering Prometheus, which is container centric and which is very widely used. Quiz portal, you can see interview questions, you can see sample resumes are here along with the, apart from the sample resumes, if you need tailor-made resumes also, we are offering that. Every day class recording will be posted. Even the presentations, whichever I'm covering, will be posted. All of that you can see. This lab notes is all the documents you can see here, right? Like if you take a Docker or any module, if you take, even the documents were there here with all the hands-on. Class-wise, it is there. Class 7, class 1, 2, 3, and so on. Class-wise assignments. JFrog is artifact store, Sarangi. Like artifacts and the Docker images can also be stored in JFrog. Like, see, I'm just giving you the list. What is it from the beginning? Like I told you, we have people from different experience levels, different backgrounds in the course. Everything will be dealt from the basics. Okay, here I'm just listing the topics. You don't need to worry. And at this point, I would also like to tell you one thing. Today, there is a special offer running only for the candidates who join this webinar. Also, this is the last day of this offer we are providing. Right, the actual course is for 22,000 and today you are having an offer of 7,000 rupees. Right, and this is the coupon code. You can buy the course from here. And thank you for all of those who have already registered. There are people who have already registered. If still whoever have not, this is the last offer we are providing in this batch. From tomorrow onwards, regular classes begin from June 9th and the offer closes today. So that's a final offer we are providing for this batch. That too for the candidates who join this webinar. So avail this offer. This is all for 2 months. You will have lifetime access for all of this course content, the WhatsApp support, all of that is for lifetime. So this is an unbeatable offer. So avail this offer. A last minute offer is available. Only few slots are available as well. So please avail this offer. And once you purchase this course, you will be automatically receiving access to this LMS, permanent access to the LMS, everything you can see, the quiz portal, complete access you will get. Python is not a DevOps topic, Chiranjeev Reddy. Python will not be covered. It's a separate course. It's a separate subject. I'll talk about DevSecOps in few minutes. Yes, someone is saying
Hello.
yes.
This classes you said no morning 6 to 7:30. Is there any other batch? The 6 to
No.
7:30 is difficult for me. So is
Mhm.
there any other batch?
No other batches because I'm working and my work hours will be conflicting it. So I'm covering only one batch at this point.
Okay. Okay.
And like I would like to tell you one more thing, there are also passive learners for this course. Passive learners in the sense we have people from other time zones like US and Australia and so on who watch the recordings on regular basis and interacting with us on WhatsApp. That is also possible. It would be like just they watch in their time zone. That's all. Everyday class recording will be posted immediately, right? Because people are working professionals. You might be running, working on your hectic schedules. So if you miss out anywhere, the recording will help you. Also, the WhatsApp group is there where you can post your queries and where you can interact. So that is also possible. And I see a hand raise from Venkata. I'm unmuting. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, Preethi, good morning. Venkat this side.
Hi, good
Mm,
morning.
yeah, actually, you said some Maven build tool, right?
Mhm.
That build tool was using for Java applications for building,
Mm-hmm.
builder jar file, var file, right?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose I have like a Python application, how can I, which build tool we are using?
Okay. Let me tell you, like I told you, you'll be
Mm,
learning one tool under each category, right? If you know
mm,
Maven, any other build tool work on similar lines, similar analogy. The concepts would be similar. So I'm covering here Maven because that will give you scope of learning for Java applications. Similarly, similarity you have for Python. And remember, particularly when you talk about build tools, these are developer tools, right? Developer will have to create, they will create the build file. Okay, they will give the build file. They will choose which build tool to use, right? It's not DevOps team who will choose this, who will write the build file. Let's talk about Maven. Developers will choose their tool. Whether they should use Maven or Ant or Gradle for their Java projects, they will choose it. They will write the build file. They will also write the POM file. They will give you all of these content and they'll also give you the targets for running those builds. Once you know the target means the goal or target means like it will be MAM and compile. We will learn this, but I'm just giving you a clue. This will be provided by developers as well. You have to just integrate it into the CI/CD part. That's how build tools are relevant to us. We will learn build tools from the perspective of a developer. Perspective of a DevOps engineer. So as a DevOps engineer, you should know how to integrate it into the pipeline, where to add the target. Once they give you the target, how do you add it in the pipeline? That's what is our focus. So once
okay,
you know
either Maven or Ant, whatever it is.
once you know it for Maven, it's the same case with Ant or Gradle. They'll provide you those targets. You have to use it in the pipeline. Same is the case with pipeline. It doesn't make any difference whether it is Python or whether it is Maven because you will not be creating those build files. For every build automation tool, they will create a build file. They will have the targets or goals. The terminology may be a little bit different, but that's how it is. So focus on one build tool, that too from the perspective of DevOps, that should do. This is actually very less relevant for DevOps engineers when compared with any other tools. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you. And one more thing, instead of Jenkins for CI purpose,
Hmm.
in GitHub action is there. Someone asking GitHub actions.
Hmm. Like again, like I told you, there were many tools under the category, right? I'm covering Jenkins, keeping in mind the market leader. If you see the graph of Jenkins when compared to other tools, Jenkins is very widely used. Still, there are no tools which are beating Jenkins. Of course, there are other tools coming up like GitHub Actions and all, but the core Jenkins, you cannot miss it because Jenkins is having a flexibility of integration with any other tools, right? There are limitations what GitHub Actions can do with respect to Jenkins. Of course, it has got its own advantage, but still market is widely using Jenkins. That's the reason I'm covering it so that you will see more projects and relevant to it. It's replacing it. Those tools that they were also under the same category.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And one more thing, here you tell Docker spam, right?
Docker Swarm.
Docker spam. Instead of Docker spam, we are using Kubernetes. Am I right or wrong? If I am wrong, please correct
These
it.
are tools under the same category, means both does the same. But
Mhm.
Kubernetes is far advanced and more widely used than Swarm. So here in this course also, you will see the same. We'll just have 1 or 2 classes for Docker Swarm and majority or 8 or 9 classes on Kubernetes itself. Because of the weightage and the usage and the advantages it has got. I'm covering Swarm to cover the basics of orchestration. Then the deep dive of orchestration would be done on Kubernetes. Correct. Both are the tools under the same category. Swarm is less used for very small applications and for smaller environments. Kubernetes has got its wide usage.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
And particularly in Kubernetes, like I'm also an experienced and certified professional in Kubernetes, you will see exposure to a lot of real scenarios here. Particularly, I'm covering EKS, a paid service on AWS, because 50% of clusters are EKS clusters. So I'm also covering EKS, auto scaling, and integrating this EKS in the CI/CD pipelines and automating the infrastructure with EKS. That's how they were all integrated. Like, see, when I'm talking about, we use Terraform here to create EKS clusters. We use Kubernetes in integration with Jenkins, right? Again, those containerized applications. I mean, the applications are containerized with Docker. That's how, like, they are all integrated, and that's how we learn it. It's not just learn the topic from day one. I mean, complete a so-and-so topic, close it. We'll also integrate, put them into the
Interlink. I
CI/CD.
mean,
Yes,
interlink.
yes. That's
Mhm.
how we do. Also, we will also integrate Ansible here. Once Terraform creates the infrastructure and once Jenkins pipeline deploys it, Ansible can be used to create the manifest files as well. So even that part is included in the course.
Here, you teach us any Grafana for
Yes,
monitoring.
Grafana is covered. I'm sorry, like I told you, I missed a certain topics adding here. Grafana will be covered. Okay, whatever missed in the in this list, I'm adding here. JFrog, Grafana, Argo CD will be covered. Those are not mentioned here. Yes, Grafana.
JFrog for artifactory tools, right, ma'am?
Yes, JFrog is artifactory tool. See, again, I'm
Nexus.
telling you, I'm just listing the tools. Many people might be having questions on what Ansible does, what Terraform does, what Jenkins does, what Grafana does. We will be covering everything, right? So just I'm listing the topics so that you can see some relevant, because you might be using them in the projects or you might have heard them. That's why I'm going through the content, but every topic we have a dedicated schedule which we'll go through. And continuous work is happening on the documentation, on improvising the notes and all for students to do the hands-on. And there's a question from Chiranjeevi asking coding not required. No, coding is not required. There is a lot of misconceptions, misunderstanding that DevOps needs coding. No, there is a separate development team. Like I told you, right? Developers will give you the code. They'll hand over the code. You have to take it to the production table automatically. Once code is completed, that's where DevOps begins. Right? Once developer have made a code change, yes, that's where DevOps triggers in, and that code should go to the production table automatically. Right? So development team still is there. Why would DevOps team write the code? These are the day-to-day activities. And any more questions? Is Argo CD alternate of Jenkins? No, Sarangi. Argo CD is completely different tool. It covers GitOps principles. Again, what is GitOps and all we will learn separately. Like I told you, right? 1 minute. This is the course content. Okay, I'm working on enhancing the quizzes, the quiz assignment labs and material. So I have to update those topics here as well. Argo CD is a separate part of which is GitOps principles. GitOps is very important in modern DevOps projects. So Argo CD is a separate tool. Hope this much is clear for you, like day-to-day activities, relevant scenarios, every scenario will be covered in the course. Okay. And one more thing, we'll be covering that CI/CD pipeline on multiple applications. Okay, we will zoom into every part of the CI/CD pipeline and we'll be covering it. Just give me a second. I'll just show you one thing. Just a second, please. Before I go for the differences, just let me show you CI/CD. Okay, this is what will be covered in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow introduction will deep dive into the CI/CD and all. So this is the pipeline we'll be covering, we'll be creating in our course. See, developers are writing the code. Once they place the code in Git, we'll pull the code and create the builds using Maven, integrate testing using Selenium test cases, and deploy it using Docker, orchestrate it with Kubernetes and configure it with Ansible, create the infrastructure with Terraform, and monitor it with Prometheus and Grafana. And that feedback is sent to the respective teams. This is a simple CI/CD pipeline. We'll be creating this CI/CD pipeline on multiple applications in the course. Also, how we'll learn it. First, we will learn Git. Master it from the basics till advanced concept. Okay, master this. One second. So zoom into this part, master this thoroughly from advanced till, from basics till advanced concepts, and then you come back and integrate it in the pipeline. Okay, then go and learn Jenkins, master it again from basics till advanced, come back and add it to the pipeline. That's how we learn each tool, come back and add them to the pipeline. Once testers give you test cases, how do you integrate into the pipeline, right? Once the testing is done, once it is done, how do you deploy it with the Docker? Learn Docker from basics till advanced, come back and add the pipeline. So this pipeline creation will zoom into every tool, will master it and will integrate it to the pipeline. This will take some 2 months. From the beginning, we'll start creating this pipeline. So it's not just learning the tool and moving away. We'll come back and add it to our pipeline. That's how this pipeline creation will happen on multiple applications. We'll be using a monolithic application as well as a microservice application for demonstrations in our course. Right. Also, this will be done irrespective of the platform. You can implement the same on-prem or in any cloud. As a cloud, we'll be covering on AWS. So in this course, AWS topics will be covered, wherever is needed to the context. Means it's not that, okay, it's a day 10, let's learn AWS, let's learn all the AWS concepts, then close it. No. The AWS is distributed across the course. Means throughout the course, we'll be learning AWS wherever a particular service is needed. For example, we will learn S3 service during Terraform because you need S3 buckets to store the state files. That's how we'll learn S3 bucket. It's not that we will learn all the AWS topics at once together. This is spread throughout the course. Am I making sense? Even Linux is also spread throughout the course. Linux and AWS are spread throughout the course. As per the scenario, as per the requirement, we'll use them. As an example, I have given for S3 buckets. Am I making sense? Other topics will go topic-wise, but AWS is spread throughout the course. As per the requirement, as per the scenario, we'll pick up the AWS services. Again, we'll go through this pipeline and deep dive more on this in the next class, which is tomorrow, the regular classes. Okay. So now let's talk about something called DevOps, DevSecOps, and SRE. You might be hearing this word a lot. Before that, a question from Rajendra. Can you please explain a little more about S3 bucket? I'm not explaining the services here, Rajendra. What I'm telling is AWS topics or AWS services, whichever I'm covering, are spread throughout the course as per the requirement. As per the requirement means it's not like I'll go through this list of the AWS topics and cover all the AWS topics at once. I'll be covering it as per the requirement. As per the requirement means during when we are learning Terraform, we need S3 bucket to store the state files of Terraform. Again, what are state files? What is S3 bucket? All of that we learn separately. But yes, that's a real scenario where S3 bucket is used to store the state files of Terraform. That's where when we are learning Terraform, we will get into the S3 bucket service, S3 service of AWS. Similarly, when we are installing Jenkins, we need an EC2 instance. That's where we will learn EC2 service of AWS. That's how AWS services are spread throughout the course. Got it now? Am I clear? Thank you. Thanks, Rajendra, for confirming, and hope that's clear for all of you. So coming back, yeah, these are the buzzwords you might be hearing in the market, right? DevOps, DevSecOps, SRE. These three have got some intersection part, like they overlap with each other. The common part for all of these three is DevOps. DevOps is the common area for all of these three. Right? So DevOps is all about automation. You have to automate the entire process. CI/CD pipeline is automated with a 24/7 automation with no manual intervention. Right? That complete automation, CI/CD pipelines, collaboration with the teams. Collaboration is important because that eliminates the misunderstandings and the blame game so that you can work with a proper collaboration understanding, which leads to productivity and good results. So this is important. DevOps teams would be constantly communicating with the development team and testing team for the challenges, their timelines, and so on. So that's a DevOps, which we have got an idea. Now, DevSecOps is nothing but the same DevSecOps with security and compliance included. Security in the sense here is about, like I told you, right? Code scanning can be integrated in the CI/CD pipelines. Image scanning, Docker image scans will be integrated into the pipelines to eliminate any vulnerabilities. So pipelines with the security integration is nothing but DevSecOps. These words, this is the theoretical definition, but these words are used interchangeably in real time. Means majority of the pipelines like will be integrating security as well. Those were still called as DevOps. Right? If security is the focus, that's a good approach. That's called shift left testing approach or shift left approach for integrating security at the early stages. Not that of the complete product is delivered, you are doing security scans, you are integrating it in the early stages itself, which is beneficial. That's where if that is the focus, that's called DevSecOps. But DevOps is the basic part for any of them. Understood what is DevSecOps? Right? It's an extension of DevOps that integrates security at every stage of the pipeline instead of treating security as a separate zoner. Right? Shift left security, like I told you, security, integrating security at the earliest stages, vulnerable detection of the pipelines, including security best practices for clouds, containers, and Kubernetes. Anyway, we'll be implementing security practices. Right? That's how it is. And coming to SRE, SRE means site reliability engineering. When we talk about site, it's not just website, right? When we say site, it means that here site means the entire environment. It could be a server, it could be your pipeline, it could be an application, it could be anything. It could be your networking component, it could be a device in your network. Anything, you will look for reliability. Again, DevOps plus. This is again extension to DevOps. DevOps plus integrating reliability and performance is nothing but SRE. Integrating reliability means the more focus would be on monitoring, right? The pipelines created should be reliable, should be optimized, right? That's what is SRE. SRE focus would be let's say uptime of the servers, scalability of the servers, availability of your application, how much your application is available. Is it available 100% or 99.9% or 99%? So these things would be checked upon by SRE, right? They'll focus on reliability, uptime, availability, scalability, and also it implements the reliability testing in the pipelines, right? And when means if something is broken, how much the application is resilient, means how it is self-healing, how it is auto-healing. Okay, something is broken, the container went down. Has it self-healed and auto-triggered? So how is it monitored? Through some monitoring tools like Prometheus, Grafana, right? Dynatrace, App Dynamics, like different tools were there for monitoring. So if that is the focus, that is an SRE role. So SRE, DevOps both have a good demand, and SRE is an extension of DevOps. So if you want to become an SRE engineer, the focus should be on monitoring, reliability, performance, which is an extension of DevOps. Right, DevOps focus is automating the first automating and creating the pipelines, taking the pipelines, making the deliverables faster. That is the focus. SRE focus is reliability. They'll focus on the application performance. Right, so monitoring is more important. On-call support would be there. Instant support and incident management comes under SRE. So if you are interested into that, if you are already a support engineer, if you are interested in that should be the focus. That's an extension of DevOps. Got it clear now, everyone? So SRE call would be more of on-call. Root cause analysis would be done. If something is broken, root cause analysis, on-call support, all of that comes under SRE. So if you are interested into support on this kind of role, that's where who should pick up this SRE. Let me put the terms here. Reliability and availability should be the focus. Reliability. Sometimes again, these are also used interchangeably, DevOps and SRE. But again, you should understand by going through the job description, talking to the interviewer. Reliability, availability, performance of the application, right? Incident management. If you are working as a support, you want to know about managing the instance. These all comes under SRE. Of course, automation should be there, which is done through DevOps. That's why I told this is an extension of it. Is this clear for everyone, the differences? Because these terms are used and you might come across them. So when you say SRE, it might be only DevOps also. So read the job description. If you need any help, you can reach out to me, right? And you can see the comparison of these buzzwords. But DevOps is more widely implemented when compared with SRE. SRE is growing. Once you learn DevOps, and if you are interested in focusing on reliability, that's where you can go for SRE. Any questions from anyone in this part? I see people already enrolling into it. Whoever have enrolled might have got LMS access. Please check the LMS access. If you need any help in LMS access, please let me know. Any questions from anyone relevant to the course or relevant to any particular topic? I think I answered all of your questions. Anything else from your end?
Preethi, you said no. In case if I'm not able to attend in the morning sessions, we can do the self-paced learnings, right?
Self-paced passive learning means you will get the recordings, right? You can go through the recordings and post your queries in the WhatsApp group. Passive learning.
Okay.
What I'm talking.
Okay. But is it also the same fees?
Yes, the same live training you'll get, right? The same recordings you'll be given, and the WhatsApp group you'll be there.
Okay. This is all days, is it? Weekend also it is there, this training?
Monday to Friday only. This is a demo class today. From tomorrow,
Okay.
regular class begins.
Okay.
Today
Maybe
is a demo class, Chiranjeev. Ready? Yes, please go on.
sorry, maybe in the class means alternate days I will be able to attend. Maybe can I attend alternate days and remaining days can I go through in the?
Yes, you can.
Is
Yeah.
it okay?
Yes, perfectly all right. Like I told you, there are many people who does that. Like they would watch the recording at their own pace and come back with the queries in the WhatsApp group. They'll interact in the WhatsApp group.
Is it the WhatsApp number you listed in the site? Is it the one? Is it?
Once enrolled, there'll be a separate WhatsApp group. We'll be adding them. We'll be adding people to a separate WhatsApp group, a private group.
Okay. Okay.
So any questions if you have regarding the course or anything, like I see people getting through the enrollments. So if you need any help, you can reach out to this number. This is a number of Mr. Raj, training counselor. He has got vast experience into IT, and also he was a counselor for these trainings. So please reach out to him for any sort of help or any sort of questions regarding the career gaps, or if you want to switch your careers, so this is the right contact to reach out. Please ping this number for any sort of help. Today is the demo class, Chiranjeev Reddy. If you have missed this class, the recording will also be posted in few minutes. You can log into your to our website and get the free trial LMS trial access you can get, where you will see the recording also available in some time after the class. Whoever missed this class, please watch it. Like, who should learn this course? All of that I have covered. But if you have any specific points, you can put your queries here. Happy to take up your queries. The constant work is happening on improvising the lab notes to make it easy, as much as easy for the participants to do their labs, because hands-on is very important and mandatory. Without hands-on, like, it becomes a very difficult to go through DevOps. Particularly, DevOps needs a rigorous hands-on. So we are providing with all the content which will help you do your hands-on rigorously. Whatever hand raise I see, I have allowed you to talk. You can unmute yourself and speak out. Any help needed during the transaction, like during the navigation, accessing your LMS, please reach out. You can click this buy course and go through. This is the best offer we can provide you. And this is the last day for this offer. Contact number is here in the website. I'm also sharing it here. I'm
Hello.
sharing the contact number here.
Hello.
Yes, hi. Hello.
Yes, any providing any project for putting the in resume?
We are providing the projects to execute the labs and the hands-on. You can use your same project, whichever you're working, and relate to your relate to DevOps. Are you working in IT?
Yes, but I am a developer actually.
So you are working as a developer, right? The same project you can add, like you have worked with the DevOps on the same project. You can add the DevOps tools and
Yeah,
relate the DevOps tools to your project. How
yeah,
to do that?
yeah, Preethi, actually I'm a iOS developer, mobile application developer.
Mm.
How I am converting to the mobile application into the DevOps? I didn't understand actually. Web application like Java, .NET, they are easily using like DevOps. I mean automation. Mobile application I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
We will help you out. Okay, how to add the same mobile project to DevOps? How do you integrate these tools?
Like
And
Jenkins, how we using the mobile applications, Android or iOS applications? I don't know actually. Even I'm searching in YouTube also. I didn't get that much content. That's why I'm asking to you.
we will help you with. We will help you with that. You can reach out to this number. You can reach out
Okay.
to Mr. Raj. That's what we will help you with your tailor-made resumes. How do you have to relate the existing projects, your existing work experience into demos? We'll help you with. In this course, this is also coming as a package, creating a tailor-made resume. You can reach out to Mr. Raj. He can also guide you.
The mobile application, how to implement the DevOps using DevOps also I need actually.
Yeah, we'll help you out with that.
Okay, thank you.
We have seen many people working on different projects like mobile applications and so on. We'll help you out with that.
Okay.
Just ping us and reach out to us. We can help you. And thank you all for whoever have enrolled and purchased the course. I can see the enrollments going on. Please check your LMS access. Immediately after the course, you should be receiving an email with LMS access. Any help needed in navigation to the LMS, reach out to us, please. And yeah, along with this course, like you will also get a pre-recordings, I believe, for today. Pre-recordings of the previous batch also, like recordings of the previous batch as well. So that will be an again additional advantage for you to quickly refer any particular topic randomly or go through it at your own pace also. That will be helping you. There is a question regarding the classes. Regular classes will be at the same time from 6 to 7:30 every day, Monday to Friday. And it is 6 to 7:30 from Monday to Friday. And sometimes if needed, we will be going on through Saturday as well, as and when needed. We'll inform that. If any class is on Saturday schedule, we'll inform that. But yes, we may be having a sessions on Saturday at times where we have to deep dive into or take an extra classes as people don't understand something kind of. We may have on Saturday, but it would be Monday to Friday. If any additional content I want to cover, I may be taking it on Saturday. Six to 7:30 is where we don't have any disturbance, and that's the time before we office hours we can log in. That's a time. That's how it is preferred. I can see some hand raise. I think I have allowed you to speak. You can unmute yourself from your end. Friend, shall I see the hand raises? Any other questions you have? Here are few other demo videos as well. Some of you are asking for the demo video, right? Today is the demo class which I covered. It's a high level picture of what is DevOps and all. If you need more demo videos on each topic, Git, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, right? You can also visit here. And also there's a YouTube channel. You can also watch the different sessions which we have added there and different topics. You can also go through that. Chiranjeev Reddy, if you are looking for the recordings, I mean the demos, more demos, you can also visit our YouTube channel. The link is posted in the group in the Zoom chat. Here is the YouTube channel link which you can go through. And this is the pipeline, like a similar kind of thing we'll create by integrating all these tools. This is a graphical representation of what we would be doing in our course. And for the 2 months, next 2 months, we'll be working on creating these pipelines. We'll be creating on multiple applications. Like I told you, right? A microservice application we'll be building on, and that's how we'll progress through. We'll take up this tomorrow on like what each tool does, kind of a discussion, but you will not definitely on one day you will not understand what of each of these tools does. It needs a lot of explanation and deep dive on each topic to understand what of each of these tools does. How many are developers here and testers? And also meanwhile, I would like to share a simple poll. Okay, I'm just sharing a simple poll, which will have the basics. And also I'm adding some questions which are not yet covered, but just want to see your understanding. Have you all received the poll? A quiz which you can go through. Okay, Shaikh is a VMware administrator. Okay, you are coming from an admin background. Now you can relate with the Terraform, Ansible, integrating them in the pipeline through Jenkins, containerization, container orchestration. These are all the tools you should focus on. How many developers, administrators, testers are here? May I know? You can just post it in the Zoom chat. And can you all see the quiz? I have launched a quiz on the Zoom. Please launch it and go through it. You will also receive the scores of the basic questions on DevOps. Can you all see the quiz? You have to click on more. There you will see polls and quizzes. Click that, you will see the quiz or the poll. If anyone not seeing, click on more option on your Zoom window. I see 50% of the candidates have joined the quiz. Other 50%, can you all see the quiz? Click on more, you will see polls and quizzes. Click that, you will see the poll which I launched.